Hey, Shalom, call Allah, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Hakodash, the ones that passes a great millstone that rule well, and Shalom to brothers and highways and byways doing the work sincerely and faithfully, and continually fighting the good fight of faith, Lord willing, we're finding that number to be delivered. Alright, so I've been reading the book of Zechariah, and I'm just going to get right to the point. It's going to be a quick clip, but just get right to the point. It's going to be Zechariah 14, and I'm going to start at verse 12. And it says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem." All right. Now, bringing it to present day, man, a lot of you people are going to receive this plague. A lot of you people are going to receive this judgment because you're continually coming up against the men of the Lord. And on top of that, you're making mockery of the word of the Lord. All right. And it's a sad thing to know that you so-called Bible thumpers, you do all this reading, all this studying, but you can't put these pieces of puzzles together because the Lord has blinded you from doing so. But let's read about your judgment. It says, "Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet." All right. What's going to consume a man's flesh while he stands upon his feet? All right. What element right now is able to consume you thoroughly and utterly? That's fire. That's the element that's going to consume you, people. And it reads on. It says, "Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouths." This is going to be your judgment for all those who have come up against the men of the Lord and who've talked shit about the children of Israel. This is going to be your ultimate judgment, and rightfully so. All right. Right now, you don't see it, you don't feel anything, you don't have any connection to these scriptures, so therefore you continue to talk shit. But the time is coming; it's coming to an end soon, fast. And the man who truly comes to mind is Vocab Malone. This is going to be his end game right here. He's going to feel what Sarah Connor has felt. All right, he's going to feel this. And at that moment, you're going to understand why you're burning, why the fire is consuming your body like that. You are going to reflect. The Lord's going to put it on you to reflect back and think about all the shit that you said, the shit that you've done, the scoffing, the scorning, the making mockery of the Lord. All right. You're going to know before you get utterly consumed by that fire. You're going to know why this is happening to you. Here it comes. They shall run and climb the walls. Dust. Look at that. That's how a lot of you are going to succumb to this thing, man. That's a horrible death. It's going to be quick, though. It's going to be quick. All right? So from there, let's go here. This is 2nd Ezra 16. And I'll start at about, I'll get right to the point on verse 13. It says, "For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world." All right. So those arrows that we're referring to in the scripture are the thermonuclear missiles, as it is written, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. All right. So they're going to be flying, at hypersonic speed of some of them to get to one part of the earth and to go back and forth, to be honest with you. All right. But these are those plagues that Sarah Connor was experiencing. This is that end game. This is that end result of Sarah Connor. See that? As it is written, the Lord created the smith to create the waster to destroy. Yeah. The Lord created the smith to create the waster to destroy. And this is that waster. This is that plague. This is that device that's going to destroy and make people burn and be consumed by fire. All right? And it's not only going to stop there, because the Lord's going to have to put, the spirit on all these nuclear facilities. And this is why. Ezekiel 39:3, it says, "And I will smite the bow out of thy left hand, and will cause thy arrows to fall out of thy right hand." You see? So the Lord is going to cause these things to be shot, man. Esau, he's going to want to try to preserve his kingdom. He's going to want to try to preserve his nation by not shooting all these thermonuclear missiles. But at the same time, the Lord's going to launch them. The Lord's going to put the spirit on them, hit them silo buttons, and off they go to destroy the land of Babylon. As it is written, we would have healed Babylon, but she cannot be healed. So therefore, she needs to be destroyed, as it is written, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. And it's going to happen that way. All right? It's going to go down in that very same fashion. You got to love it, man. You got to love it. So, all in all, that being said, all you scoffers and scorners, this is how the Lord is going to get you over here, man. He's going to get you with that consuming fire. That fire is going to consume you. As a matter of fact, let me continue on in 2nd Ezra. Let me go to 2nd Ezra here. Let me continue on that. It says, when those arrows begin to be shot to the ends of the world, it says, "Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again till they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth." And there's that word "consume" again. All right? So this is going to be a consuming fire that's going to burn and singe everything in its path. Ain't no escaping this, man. All right? So for you scoffers and scorners out there who haven't heard, well, now you've heard it. This is how your end is gonna be for coming up against the Lord's, chosen, man. This is how your end's gonna be. The fire is kindled, and it shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth. So it's gonna be a lot of burning, man. There's gonna be a lot of burning until everything burns out and it starts to smolder, and that smoke's gonna go up. You may have a few little embers flying around, but on a grand scale, it's gonna be nothing over here, man. It's gonna be wilderness over here. Pitch. All right. Verse 16, "Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days?" Right? Even after seeing that video clip of Sarah Connor, we hope and pray that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua delivers us in that day, man. Nobody wants to die like that, especially a man who's in his right mind, a man who's been following the Lord. Ain't nobody want to die like that. Okay? And now that you've found out and that you know that Babylon's fallen, that your demise is going to be by being consumed by devouring fire. Now that you've known these things and heard these things, now what's your next move? 18, "The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death." You see that? You know, with this food crisis going on, now there's a water crisis going on. They're doing the very same thing that they did during the time when Israel was up in Masada, man. They put the stronghold in the chokehold where nothing was going in and nothing was coming out. But now it's a very slow, methodic move that they're doing. They're not gonna just do it all at once. They're gonna slowly starve and thirst you out, man. And they're doing it right before your very eyes. It's like fucking magic these devils are doing. They're doing absolute magic on you. Okay? Continuing on, verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famines and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are all sent as scourges for an amendment. Okay? So it's going to get heavy out here, man. It's going to get real heavy real quick. And to those who continually just think it's a joke, for those who continually just laugh and make mockery, and especially they of the circumcision, man. You want to continue on your path that you're talking, the shit that you're teaching and talking, you are going to be consumed by that thermonuclear fire. All right? So I'm going to end it with that, Lord willing. I'll see you brothers in another show. I say shalom.